Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I've been asked by some atheists over the last couple months if I would do a video on the topic of why I'm a deist and not an atheist. There's been some curiosity as to, do I see anything in the natural universe that lead me to believe that natural selection alone does not account for life? This is no small challenge. But first, before I get into this, I want to go ahead and, for the sake of intellectual honesty, preface this properly. First of all, there can be no decisive proof one way or the other, at least not something that would be accepted in a scientific context. This is a matter of personal philosophy and should remain so. In my previous video that I've done this evening, I've said that even if God were to come down and say, "Here I am," that would not settle the issue, because how do we know it's really God? Guarantee you, if God came down and it turned out to be the Muslim God, all Christians would not accept it. They'd say it was Satan in disguise. Turned out to be Jesus, then all Muslims would not accept it, because they'd say it's Satan in disguise. And if it turned out to be the deist God, who said, you should use science and reason and unlock the secrets of the universe for yourselves, I gave you those highly evolved brains for a reason, then neither the Christians nor the Muslims would accept it. They would both say it's Satan in disguise. So there can be really no resolution to this. It's a matter of personal philosophy, ranking up there with the ancient questions of what is the meaning and purpose of life, what is morality, and so on and so forth. Why are we here? These are abstract questions for the individual to answer for themselves. And it's something I very strongly believe in. Everyone should have the freedom and the courage to pursue their own answers. All right, that all said. Can I point to anything that leads me to believe that my instincts are on to something, that there may be some intelligence? God, I hate to use that word because of intelligent design, but that there may be something more than just simply natural selection at work here. No small challenge, because natural selection, as I've said, covers a lot of ground. Things are the way they are because that's the way the environment is, and things have adapted to the environment. But can I point to something that doesn't produce offspring, yet is clearly of benefit to society, and yet those benefits are so indirect that natural selection shouldn't care about it? I think I have something. And I allude to it at the very end of Chapter 12 of my online book, the last section called Nature's God and Homosexuality. Now, as I've been studying homosexuality in the research for my book, one of the things that was interested to me is not just that homosexuality exists in the animal kingdom, not just that it exists in all corners of human civilization, but that gay adoption also exists in the animal kingdom and wherever it's allowed in human society. I personally have known gay couples who have adopted children. The very people who used to own this house were a gay couple who were raising an adopted son together. So I can tell you this from personal experience, but I have also backed up in my online book the research that I have done that shows that gay couples are just as capable as their heterosexual counterparts of raising offspring. So essentially what you have here are couples that cannot have children of their own, yet can provide a loving family and are eager and willing and able to adopt for their heterosexual counterparts, a system that helps to take care of orphan children. And natural selection alone really shouldn't account for this. Natural selection really shouldn't care about orphan children. At least that's my hypothesis I'm presenting. Go ahead and tear it apart as you like, but you got to say one thing. I don't think you're going to see Ray Comfort or Kirk Cameron advancing this theory anytime soon, though they did come very close with their bananas. May God's gift of reason light our way.